Yes! Oh my god, the camera. Oh! No, wait. My first pause. I can't deal with Hyolyn coming at me like that. I cannot. Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel Brick K-Pop Reacts, and today is a rather special reaction for me because I'm reacting to the opening performances from Queendom 2. I'm a bit late on this show in terms of starting it, but I was trying to kind of figure out how to go about doing the show because I wanted to obviously watch it and I kind of wanted to do reactions and things to it. So ultimately what I've decided is to do the entire show over on my Patreon. So I will be doing every single full episode on my Patreon, no cuts or anything like that. It'll just be the full episode in its entirety, me reacting to it on the Patreon. So that will be happening over on there very, very soon. So please do check out the Patreon if you are interested in checking out these Queendom reactions. Like I say, I will be doing the entire series over on there, and the link to my Patreon is in the description below. It is very cheap at the moment. It's donation based, which basically means you can pay whatever you want to get a hold of that content. It is minimum of £1, so you can pay just the £1 if you want, and that will get you access to the Queendom 2 reactions, as well as all the other stuff that I do over on there. I do K-drama reactions. I've got a few of them on there now, like full K-dramas and stuff. I've got I did the whole of Produce 101 over on there, and I'm currently doing 16 on there as well, to discover the origins of my alt group twice. So that's going on there as well. I also do exclusive album reactions and stuff. There are quite a few of those on there as well, and a few other bits and bobs randomly knocking around. In fact, if you're a fan of Kepler, who are of course in Queendom 2, I did also do the Kepler little reality series that they did as well on there. So there's loads of good stuff on there, so please do check it out if you are interested. Like I say, I will be doing all of Queendom on there, but today I thought to kind of kickstart my Queendom journey, as it were, my Queendom 2 journey, I thought I would react to all of the opening stages on the channel, because it seems like some people have done it and they seem to have got away with it in terms of being blocked and things. So I thought, you know what, yeah, I'll give it a go. Obviously I might need to edit it slightly and do something to the MV footage so that I don't get blocked and things. So if that happens, I apologize. It is purely to avoid getting blocked, but I am going to try doing this today because I thought it'd be a nice way of kind of promoting the fact that I'm doing this thing on my Patreon, and just so that I've got some sort of reaction out on the channel for Queendom. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm really, really excited to do this. I've been so excited to check this show out finally. Obviously I've heard a lot of stuff about it. People naturally have been talking about it a lot, so I cannot wait to finally get into this. I have had problems with my computer over the last few days, so it's been a few days where I've not been able to react to anything at all, so I'm a bit late on things, including this. But I'm here now and I'm ready to do this. As you can tell from the surroundings, I am interested and an active fan of pretty much all of the artists and groups involved in this show. The only one I'm not as aware of is Hyolyn, but even Hyolyn I am aware of to a degree. I've reacted to her a couple of times on the channel. Obviously I'm aware she's from Sistar and stuff, so I am a fan of her. I just don't know her as well, but all the other groups involved I absolutely adore, so I genuinely cannot wait to check this thing out. If you're new here, hello. If you are a fan of any of these wonderful groups and this show in general, then of course please do check out all my previous reactions to these groups, catch up on my journeys with each of these groups individually. That'd be incredible. And of course guys, if you enjoy this reaction, please drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. That'd be fantastic. And as I say, if you are interested, please do check out that Patreon in the description below, to get your hands on these Queendom reactions I will be doing very soon on there. But with all that being said, guys, we are just going to get straight into this thing because I am ready. I cannot wait. I cannot possibly wait any longer to finally get my hands on this content today. It is Queendom time. Let's do this. So this is the wonderful Queendom 2, the opening show. As I'm starting with Viviz. I'm going in order of how it's ordered on Mnet's channel. So I assume this is the order that they actually arrived in. I'm not entirely sure, but this is Viviz. It's not Viviz, is it? It's not Viviz. I wanted to bring this up. It's not Viviz, which I wasn't aware of. You don't say Viviz. You say, is it Vivizy? I think Vivizy. I think that's how you say it, apparently. I wasn't aware of that. I don't think many people were aware of that, but apparently it's Viviz, I think, from what I've heard. I mean, no confirmation on that. I mean, based on the angle here, it is that. BBG. Anyway, play play the fucking thing. Overexcited. What do you call the self? Oh, look at the hands. All the hands. Oh, yes. Yes, Jimmy. Yes, Jimmy. No. I'm so excited for this show. Look at her. Look at her. Oh my god, she looks like a queen. Disco queen. Oh, fucking hell. OMG, OMG. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. She's incredible. She's incredible. Yes, doing all the. Oh, mate. I'm so into it. They are such queens. I mean, these girls are already queens. Which dreamed it? Dude, Viviz, man. Like, I think a few people were kind of a bit confused about Viviz being on the show just because they have, like, very, very recently debuted. And obviously they're a group that have a huge history with GFriend and everything. But I do agree, like, I kind of saw it and I thought that's a bizarre choice. But the more I think about it, the more I really like the idea, just because, like, obviously, as a GFriend fan, I want Viviz to explode. I want Viviz to kind of, you know, I want these girls to get that second chance and just basically carry on from where they left off, because GFriend were doing so well. They were absolutely killing it before they disbanded. So I want these three girls to kind of take that baton and run with it with Viviz at VVZ. I need to remember that fucking pronunciation, seriously. I want to call them Viviz. It's VVZ. Like, I want them to take that baton and run with it, because I just, these girls deserve it, and being on Queendom is going to help a lot with that. I do know that from seeing, obviously I've not seen any of the performance, but I do know, based on reading it on Twitter and things like that they did perform a couple of GFriend songs. I can't remember which ones now. Time for the Moon Night and Rough, was it, maybe? Possibly. On the next stage, which is insane, man. That's gonna be that's gonna be emotional, I imagine. So I am excited to see this group in here. That was naturally incredible. I love the whole disco vibe and stuff. I assume they're gonna bring a lot of that into their performances. Wicked yes. And speaking of the lineup, guys, as well, please do get in the comments and kind of let me know your thoughts on the lineup, because obviously, you know, it's been spoken about a lot and stuff, so there's a lot of opinions have been bandied about it anyway, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you guys think of the lineup. I am very pleased about the lineup, but at the same time, like, I was personally hoping for, I wanted Everglow. I really wanted Everglow, because they need that exposure, especially in Korea and stuff, so I was really hoping we get Everglow. So that was a disappointment, but I do really like the lineup that we have got. But Everglow were high up on my list. That was my number one. Like, I want Everglow in this show. And maybe like Dreamcatcher would have been awesome as well. I love the fact that Loona are in here. I love the fact that we've got Kepler in there, even though I think Kepler, I don't know if they need it necessarily, because they're obviously huge anyway with Mnet and everything, with going through Girls Planet. But I still love the fact they're on here, because I love Kepler and I watched that show in its entirety and stuff. But like, I love the lineup, but I am intrigued to know what the general consensus was, what you guys think of this. Please do get in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the lineup and stuff, by all means. And now we are moving on to the Loona opening show, which is the next one listed. And again, I'm very excited, hugely excited for Loona to be on the show. This is another group that I really like the idea of them being on this show. So I cannot wait to see this. In terms of Loona, I know stuff happened with them, didn't they? So they're not able. Was it something they weren't able to do the live performance? Was it COVID related? I'm trying to recall now. I did read up on it all, but they basically couldn't do. Was it episode 1? The episode 1 performance. So they basically couldn't. They weren't able to do that. So Queendom have basically struck them off from that performance. Like, they're not allowed to be involved in that. Like, they've just been written off, which I kind of understand in a way, but it's also very annoying because I'm like, isn't there some way you could have got around that? Like, pre-recorded a performance or something, like something they could have done to solve that problem, rather than just be like, oh no, you just can't be involved, you're just losing all those points. Like, it just seems a bit like, really, so harsh. So harsh. But nevertheless, that has happened. But this is their opening show performance. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Loona. You know, I want a Loona comeback. I'm ready for a Loona comeback right now, to be honest. Look at them. Enough in the white. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, they're such a powerful group. There's just something about Loona's presence. It just screams at you. You just can't deny it. Look at them, man. Synchronicity. The synchronicity. Oh, also in the white as well. Oh, there she is, my girl. My girl, Hyolyn. Yes. Oh my God, the camera. Oh no! Wait! My first pause. I can't deal with Hyolyn coming at me like that. I cannot. Fucking hell. Oh. I can't deal with them. I'm not going to be able to deal with this show. Straight up. So within this show, right, there are obviously, if you watched my channel recently, you'll know I now have 2 alt biases: Chaeyoung from Twice and Mia from Everglow. Within this show sits my number 2, if you count those 2 as number 1. My number 2 is Daeon from Kepler. My number 3 is Hyolyn from Loona. They're both in this show. I'm slightly concerned that by the end of this show, I'm going to have 4 alts. Like, it's very possible, because I ain't going to be able to deal with either of them in this. Jesus Christ. Hyolyn there. Whenever she does something like that, whenever the camera focuses on her and she does that look to the camera, she fucking destroys me. Every single time. Every time. Go. That fucking I can't deal with that. Hyolyn, stop. All vocal. Oh, I want this group back. When are we getting a comeback? Surely we're due one soon, right? I needed that. All this slap. Loona are ready to destroy this show. I'm convinced. Loona, they're going to be one of the top dogs in this show. And I know they've suffered a setback with an episode 1, which is going to fuck them up, which is very irritating. Very irritating. But I really hope it doesn't fuck them up too much, because if given the chance, they will annihilate this show. I can guarantee you right now. They're clearly in the mood. That was incredible. I love that. I loved every second. Every second. The white outfits, the dancing, the music, the vocals on it. Oh, this show's going to destroy me. I wish I watched Queendom 1, the first series. I think when that came out, was it? I can't remember what year it was now when that came out, the first series. Anyway, I didn't watch it. I wasn't, if I was into K-pop, I wasn't into it enough to be aware of it, I think. So I just missed that. Obviously, since I've seen a few performances from it via reactions and things, but I've not gone back and actually watched the full thing. Maybe I'll do that at some point, like on the Patreon as well. Just do, after Queendom 2, I'll do Queendom 1. I can't wait to see like the proper show-stopping performances that obviously we're going to get in this show. Like, I cannot wait. I mean, this is just the opening sort of little teaser performances, if you will. So the thought of where we're going to go and what kind of things we're going to get, it's so fucking exciting. So exciting from these kind of groups. It's it's going to be insane. So next on our lovely little list, we have Brave Girls, the opening performance. And I am so psyched and so pleased that Brave Girls are on this show. As soon as I saw them as part of the lineup, I thought, yes, that is inspired. I love that choice. It's another wonderful chapter in their story, in their incredible story they've had over the past year or so. In fact, it probably is, I don't know, I can't remember now. I feel like it probably is about a year-ish since Roland exploded, right? I don't know, I can't remember exactly when it was. Let me know in the comments if you can recall that, or if you want to look it up or anything. But I feel like it's probably roughly a year ago-ish, right? I could be completely wrong on that. If I am, I apologise. But it feels like it might have been around a year ago at this point. But obviously, you know, Brave Girls, their story is incredible. Their story is incredible. A group on the verge of disbandment. I think they pretty much decided to disband, from what I gather, back then before Roland exploded. Roland explodes, suddenly Brave Girls are everywhere. Brave Girls are the big new thing. And now look at them, now they're flying. They're flying, they're soaring. They're taking Korea by storm. And I'm so happy for them. And the fact that they're now sitting here on Queendom 2 is just another wonderful chapter in that story. So I cannot wait to see them on this show. This is their opening performance. Let's do it. Brave Girls. Oh, are they in suits? Please tell me they're in suits. They're in suits, aren't they? They're in suits! Oh, fucking hell. Oh! Oh, shit.
Brave Girls.
Holy fuck. Oh my god! Shit.
You ready?
God. Dude. Oh, fucking hell. Yes, but just the outfit. I love they had some sort of Michael Jackson type shit going off in there. Yes, bringing in the rolling. Bringing in the rolling. Bro, I'm ready. I'm ready for Brave Girls in this show. Holy shit. This, right, is where being a multi-stand pays off. I don't care about your advert. I don't care what you're trying to throw in my face. I'm not interested.
Too bold.
What is
Not
this?
yet marrying.
Tenor. Women's products.
Says who?
Oh no, women/product. I thought it said women's
Me
product.
tennis,
It doesn't
the
say.
wavy lingerie waves. Wear what you want.
Why would you assume that I'm interested in low-waist women's underwear right now? Why do you think that's what's on my mind? Right, hang on, wait. I don't want to watch Loona's again. I've watched Loona's. We're moving on to the next one. Calm down, playlist. Chill out. Right. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah. I've legit lost it. I've legit fucking lost it. This is where being a multi-stan pays off. That's where I was going. Because shows like this come along and suddenly like I'm into every single one of these groups, bar Hyolyn, purely because I don't know her as well. But I still like Hyolyn. So just having a show like this is just so wonderful as a multi-stan. As somebody that is a fan of all these groups, like the thought of all these groups competing against each other and performing and things like that. I mean, God knows how I'm going to choose my favourites or who I'm rooting for, anything like that. I think it's going to have to purely go on which performances I prefer. Which I guess is the point, to be honest. But I can't really root for any group over another particularly. I mean, I have my favourite groups and things. I think of this lineup, I don't even really know. Probably Loona are my top ranked group in this lineup. Probably. I think. I've not done my ranking for a while, but I feel like probably Loona. But still, like, I don't know who I'm gonna root for because I love all these groups. But it's such a pleasure to watch. It's such a wonderful thing to be able to enjoy as a multi-stan. And I'm excited for this. That was fantastic. I loved it. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people kind of like knocking the like, chill, calm down. I'm trying to go back. My computer's being slow now. I'm on my laptop because my computer's fucked. And the laptop's a bit slow sometimes. It's slow right now. Yeah, so I saw some sort of, I've seen comments knocking around that people were a bit kind of underwhelmed by these opening show performances, which intrigues me. And I don't know if that's based on comparing it maybe to previous, like the previous Queendom or like sort of the Kingdoms and stuff that they've had. Let me know specifically on that. If any of you were a bit underwhelmed, let me know why specifically. I mean, this is personally my first ever experience of this show, so in its entirety, like with the opening performances and stuff. Like I say, I've seen some performances from Queendom 1, but that's like the later performances, and at this point with them being opening show performances, I'd assume they would be quite understated comparatively compared to like what we're going to see later. But again, let me know, you know, what the reasoning is if you are someone that found them underwhelming. I'm genuinely interested to know. Now we are moving on to I think WJSN is the next one. So this is another group again that I was excited about the idea of being on Queendom. Like all these groups when they're announced, obviously they're all groups I enjoy. So immediately I was like, yes, I'm on board with this completely. Even though you know, groups like Everglow or Dreamcatcher or other groups that I was thinking would be great on this show weren't on here, I'm still really excited about the lineup for what it is. And WJSN are a group that I do love. They're not necessarily like top tier group for me yet, but I feel like they're kind of on the outskirts of that for me. Like, I think it would take like, all it would take is one like absolute banger comeback and one completely killer album to take them up to that level for me. Like, they're kind of on the verge of making that leap into top tier for me. Like, I absolutely love them to bits. And again, this is a wonderful platform for them as a group. They feel like a group that should be like right up there in terms of one of the best K-pop groups, but they're not quite there. Like, they're underneath the kind of top tier groups, just generally speaking. So I'm really hoping this is a really nice platform for them to kind of take that next step in their journey in terms of popularity and recognition. Let's do it. The Cosmic Girls. I love that little intro, the Queendom 2 intro thing. Oh, I know that melody. Fucking hell. Oh, this is a bit cool. I love the effect. Oh, yes. Oh, I love love how they like sort of remix their songs and things in an interesting way for these opening performances. Look at them. Oh, they look incredible. Oh, these dresses. Oh, hello. Yes! Slay queens. Slay. Bro. I don't know who I'm going to root for in the show. I legit don't know. Loona. Oh, Loona. Bro, You know what I love about these opening show performances? I love the fact that it really does feel like they're giving us a kind of taster of what's to come. Like, it really feels that way. I'm really getting that vibe of just like, you know, have a little taste. They're like sort of putting a little spoon to our mouth, giving us a little vague taste and pulling the spoon away. Like, you'll get the rest later. That's how it feels.
Challenge.
You know, a little sort of appetizer. I don't care, honey challenge. Piss off. Stop, man. Yeah, it really feels like a proper little appetizer of things to come, and it gets me all hyped and excited. I can't deal with this. You know what? It's because my laptop is being so fucking slow that it's not registering the fact that I'm pressing pause on it. Stop playing. Thank you. Yeah, again, just a wonderful little appetizer of what is to come from this group. Yeah, I'm so excited for this group on this show. Just give me a performance as you wish. I'll take that, to be honest with you. Or like Save You, Save Me, or one of those songs, like what they were just doing just then. Like, just give me that. I'll be more than happy with that. I don't know what they're going to perform for their kind of signature songs, isn't it? The first round's performance. But I think we've only held up to this point where I am now, as of recording. I think they've only done Hyolyn and Viviz. I remembered that time. I think they've only done those two, so I'm assuming we're going to get all the rest soon enough. Oh, I'm excited. That was incredible. The bit where the dress has changed, like yes, and then he's like strolling towards the camera like absolute bosses. Oh, I love it. I love it. And now we're going to move on to the next one, which I believe is, I want to say Kepler. So this is Kepler's opening show performance. Kepler are a group I absolutely adore. I did, of course, watch the entirety of Girls Planet 999. I absolutely fell in love with that show. Voted on it, all the rest of it. It was my first ever time getting involved with a survival show as it actually airs. So I was able to actually vote on it and stuff and get involved, and it just adds a whole new dimension to the experience. So obviously, naturally, I'm hugely into Kepler. Loved their debut, absolutely adored Wadada. And the album and all the rest of it, songs like Mask was fucking incredible. So naturally I'm hugely psyched for them to be on this show. I know a lot of people have been complaining, saying, oh, they're Mnet's favourite, so obviously they're going to push them and stuff. I'm not listening to any of that stuff. I can't be arsed with any of that stuff. I'm bored, quite frankly, of that kind of narrative. So I'm just going to ignore all that and enjoy Kepler's performances on this bloody show. This is the opening show performance for Kepler. I love that like run the world tagline. That's really nice. Oh, okay. Kepler. I don't want, no, hang on, wait. I'm not having this shit. You can piss off. I'm not having an advert ruin my Kepler experience. Get all up in Chaehyun's face. No, it's not happening. Again. Behave, YouTube. Behave. Oh, they excite me so much.
Attention.
Oh my god, look at them. Look at the outfits.
You know who we are, Kepler.
Yes, I do know who you are. Oh, Dayon. Oh my god, no, that's a pause. Oh, shit. What? There is no way in hell that I am going to survive Dion in this series, and guarantee you that right now. She very almost finished me off in Girls Planet 999. Almost slaughtered me in that. Well, she did slaughter me, but I'm just... I survived. Somehow I survived. I'm not convinced I will this time. I'm not convinced I will. I can't deal with Dion in another show. She murders everything she does. Like in a good way. In a really positive way. I cannot deal with her at all. Speaking of Dion, by the way, I have got a query for you guys, for anyone watching at this point, watching my Kepler reaction right now. I do, as you may have noticed, have the signed Hikaru album, which I ordered. It was like a random selection on the thing, like you couldn't pick which member you got, and I got Hikaru, which is fucking wonderful and amazing. However, I will say to you guys right now, naturally, I am a Dion bias. I want Dion signed album. So if any of you guys are watching, right, and you have a Dion signed album and you'd rather have Hikaru, right? If there's anyone out there that's a Hikaru bias and has a Dion signed album, hit me up. Seriously, hit me up on like Twitter, hit me up on YouTube comments, wherever you want to. Find me. I'm on Discord and stuff on my Discord server. Find me and hit me up and we can do a trade. I'm more than happy to do that because I really want that Dion signed album. I have kind of mentioned it on some like Kepler Discord servers and things. I've not had anyone come back to me yet. So by all means, if anyone's interested in a trade, like seriously, I will be happy to do that trade because I really, really want the Dion signed album. I'm hoping I'm able to get it at some point. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, all you Kepler fans out there. But I cannot deal with it. These outfits, man, with the Kepler sash. Oh, I love them so much. Right, play. This Dion baby. Look at holy shit. She's a fucking queen. She is a star. God, these girls are gonna fucking kill this show. Look at Shelty. We are not ready. We are not ready. Oh my god. Oh, hello. Oh my god, that... no, I'm watching that again. I'm watching that again. For fuck's sake. Go back. Hikaru. She does not want me to trade away that album. She does not want me to do it. So are you sure you want to trade me away for a K-pop react? I'm not right now. Look at me. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh fucking Jesus Christ. This show is going to destroy me. This show is going to destroy me.
Don't wear it. Give it a second look with Vincent.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to, Vincent. Get out of my face. Got more important things to deal with. Kepler, man. They're incredible. They're incredible. You know what's really interesting about watching Kepler on this as well is the fact that it's still so recent, really, that obviously they got through Girls Planet and everything. Like, it's not been that long. So it's kind of interesting to see the evolution, like, beyond the show and everything, to see them. Obviously, they've been through that whole process of going through those performances on that show and becoming the group and everything. And now we get to see them perform on this show, which is obviously a massive step up in terms of the quality that we expect in a show like this with established groups and things. So I'm really interested to see kind of the evolution of this group in terms of how far they've come with regards to how good they are with these performances and things. It's going to be really interesting to watch, I think, from that point of view, from Kepler's point of view. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I thought of like Kepler going up against like the likes of Loona and WJSN and you know, like Viviz. Again, I almost said Viviz. Viviz, Brave Girls, like all these fucking groups. It's insane. Right, don't play it again. So finally we have Hyolyn's performance on the opening show. Again, this is probably the one artist on here that I'm less knowledgeable about. Like, I don't know as much in terms of the stuff that I've checked out. I have checked out stuff of Hyolyn, like her more kind of recent releases. I've checked out. They utterly slayed me. And I have checked out one Sistar song before. They are a group that I need to get on a lot more for sure. Check out their previous stuff. But Hyolyn is someone that I'm kind of vaguely knowledgeable of, but not to a huge degree. She's certainly the artist that I'm least knowledgeable about. And as a result, I'm kind of least a fan of, if you will, but not purely because I don't know her as well. But nevertheless, I'm hugely excited to see her on this show. Obviously, she's a veteran of the game, let's be honest, at this point. So I'm really excited to see her go up against these other groups and things. It should be a lot of fun to see her on this. And like I say, it would be nice to kind of get to know her more as well as an artist, and hopefully get me more interested in checking out more of her stuff and checking out more Sistar and things like that. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Open this show. I've heard actually that Hyolyn's killed it so far in the show. Look at all the atmosphere already. Look at, oh my god. Look, oh. Oh! Bringing the vocals straight away. Holy shit. He killed me with this in the previous music video. The dancing and that. Fucking hell. She's ready to wreck the joint. She's ready to wreck the joint. Just like that says all you need to know, I feel like, when it comes to Hyolyn. Like, just that performance, like the way she throws her hat out at the end. It almost felt like she was literally saying, bring it. Fucking bring it. I'm ready for you. Bloody hell, I can't. This show, I'm not ready for it at all. I'm really not. Like, the thought of watching what's to come and seeing some of these performances and things, I don't know what it's going to do to me. I don't know what it's going to do to me. I genuinely don't. just wow. All these opening performances I really enjoyed. Like I say, I know some people have said that they're a bit underwhelming. Again, I have no real reference for that because I've not seen the previous Queendom in its entirety, or like Kingdom or anything like that. I've not seen any of that stuff. Calm down. Calm down. I'm trying to talk. So yeah, I've not seen any of that stuff, so I don't really have any reference. I'm just going off of what I've seen here. And personally I enjoyed it. Like a really fun opening performances. Again, just like that sort of little taster, you know, that little sort of teaser of what's to come. And I thought they really did it really well, personally. In terms of favourites, I really don't know. Like, I'm just, because the thing is, I already have biases anyway. Like, I'm already excited for a lot of these groups and things anyway. So it's hard to say like, oh, who excites me the most out of these performances. I think Kepler I thought theirs was really good. Kepler really got me excited. WJSN looked like absolute bosses. That was good. Loona, I thought was really good. Loona's was really good. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer. I don't know. Oh, I've got a cat walking across my laptop. I don't know. I don't know if Viviz really like sold it to me as much. Maybe theirs was less. I'm still really excited for them, but I felt like it was more, the performance wasn't necessarily anything majorly off the charts. If I had to be picky, but again, like, I enjoyed them all, so it's really hard to be kind of overly picky about it because I really enjoyed it. Hyolyn fucking killed me for saying that, like, she's probably the one naturally that I'm least excited about, and again, purely it's because I don't know her as well. I thought she really killed it. Like just coming in with that fucking vocal, just right off the bat, just to slay you with that vocal, and then go into that dance was, yes, chef's kiss. Mate, I'm ready for this show. And with that being said, I will leave it there because I'm aware this might be quite a long reaction. Again, guys, if you're interested, please do hit my Patreon up. I will be doing all of the full episode reactions on the Patreon. Obviously, if there were any way that I could get away with doing full episode reactions on the YouTube, I would do it on the YouTube. I don't want you guys to think that, like, oh, he's making it paid. You have to pay for it, he's putting it behind a paywall and all this. Again, like, I would do it on the YouTube, but realistically I'm gonna get blocked. So that's why I thought it would be a nice thing to do on the Patreon, because that's generally where I do my kind of big series reactions and stuff. So it is on the Patreon. Like I say, it is very cheap on there. It's donation based. You can basically pay what you want. Minimum of £1, so it's proper cheap. You can literally just pay £1 and get access to all of that stuff. £1 a month. So please do check that out if you're interested. Like I say, you're more than welcome on there. And as I say, there is a ton of content on there already anyway, so please do check it out if you're interested in that. It is going to be a fun ride, and with that being said, guys, I'll see you next time. Sanenge, I love you all. Goodbye.